Okay, everyone, welcome back to the New Hampshire Business Show. My name is Chris Pastrana, and we are here today with Ignacio with FalTac Unlimited. How's it going?
Not too bad. You?
Doing good.
Okay.
So let's talk a little bit about what you do. We went to school together.
Yep, yes we did.
Which I found out after we reached out to you.
Yeah, it's been like 10 years, something like that. Yeah.
And so let's start from the beginning. Like, how did you get into this?
Well, geez, from growing up, I've been into guns all the time. And I wanted to do something else other than my full-time job. I don't like downtime. So I used to work, actually I still work there, I work for a company where we build electronic weapon systems for the Department of Defense. So I do like lasers, infrared, night vision, targeting systems, stuff like that. And I wanted something else to do, but still in that area. And I've always wanted to be a gun dealer. So I was like, well, I'll see what gun dealer is hiring. So I started working for Granite State Guns and Survival in Londonderry. Okay. And I worked there for about a year, and my boss was like, you know what, I want someone to do holsters locally so we could get them quicker and we could have good turnaround, this and that. And I'm like, well, I like to learn stuff new every year. So I was like, you know what, I'll absolutely do it. So we came out with the deal. He's like, give me 30 holsters. It took me about a month and a half to kind of learn everything. I gave him 30 holsters. Those flew off the shelf. Did it again. And I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to start a business because I became good at it. And I've been in business for about a year and a half. I've done well over a few thousand holsters, and I've had 3 come back for a broken clip, so I fixed that problem. And it's just growing and growing and growing. I went from 10 molds to over 95 right now, and that's in a year and a half. So and I just keep growing and growing. I supply New York State Courthouse. I'm in a couple of law enforcement agencies in New Hampshire. I'm in 12 New Hampshire stores. I'm in a Maine store, and I'm just starting to grow and grow. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty
that's
sweet.
Damn good, man.
Yeah,
I like that. So we started small from golf.
My apartment bedroom in Manchester. Yep, I just started. I had a bed and then 20 feet of workbenches, and I literally would roll over into a pile of Kydex and go to sleep at night. It was nuts.
It actually sounds pretty cool. Like,
it was cool.
If I was single, I would totally go for that.
Yeah, I was definitely single. So my bedroom, like I built rifles, I built handguns. My, everything was just. It was Mantown in my room, Then I was like, you know what? I need a manufacturing area. I need a bigger space because I outgrew that in a couple months. So now I have a 2,000 square foot facility in Manchester off Candy Road on East Industrial.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, right down the road from here.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I know a lot of businesses over there. What were you going to say? So you mentioned you build guns too?
Yep.
Is that part of your business as well?
It is. So once I got into making holsters, I'm like, you know what? I want to go a step further. So to further everything that I can do and more options that are available to me, I went and acquired my Class 7 manufacturing license through the ATF. So I am a federally licensed gun dealer. So I could buy, sell, trade. I could do transfers between any person. I could manufacture machine guns, short barrels, pretty much any NFA items, suppressors. I do have my own suppressor line. So I could do any of that now as well. So.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
I love guns.
Yeah, me too.
Guns, Yep. So that makes me happy on the inside.
Yeah, warm and fuzzy on a day like today.
Yeah, definitely. So what was I gonna say? Let me see. Check your card out here. So when I was online, I checked out some of your products, and they're really cool. Like the We the People.
Yeah, I'm kind of partial to that one.
Yeah,
yep.
That's sick. I love that. So where do you get the ideas for some of these things?
Well, a lot of these prints are already out and about. So they're available to any holster manufacturer. You could just order this print that you want, and you can go ahead and make a holster out of it. So what I do is I have a guy, he does my my pictures and stuff, my artwork, and if I want something completely one-off custom, he'll go ahead and do that for me, and then I'll guarantee you that you're the only one with this particular holster in the world. So no one else has it. I'm the only one with the image, and then they could go ahead and I make it for them. So literally any image you could think of, I could put on a holster.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's a great selling point.
It is. Like I have people that they put pictures of their dogs. I've done one with like wedding vows. I've done dates when people started dating, for anniversary gifts and stuff like that. So it's actually, the sky's the limit. And I just I just started venturing into glow in the dark. I'm the only one I know of that does glow in the dark holsters. Just because it's a novelty thing. It's not really tactical, but it's a novelty thing. So, but literally the sky's the limit with customizing these.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet.
Man, that's a whole lot to go into.
It's so much. I can talk for hours.
So, I guess the only thing I would see so I'm assuming you have employees.
Actually, no. I do it all myself.
So everything by yourself.
Yeah, right? I have friends that come over and they dabble and whatnot, but I don't really have an officially hired employee. But I do have someone that works with me, and I'll pay them off the table and stuff like that.
All right, cool.
Every now and then with holsters, strictly holsters.
Yeah. No money. No money. Sorry, it's making me laugh.
Pay them with holsters.
Yeah. So that must be interesting because I could see you said you have 95 different models or molds. Yep. How does that go as far as, efficiency, productivity, stuff like that?
That's actually not too bad. So, for example, either on my Facebook, Instagram, I've had orders off of Snapchat. So someone can message me. They'd be like, hey, I'm looking for this particular handgun. And I'll be like, all right, well, I don't have it as a mold. So your options are you could either bring it and I could use the weapon itself, or I can see if there's a mold available and do it. So generally, I bought so many molds because a lot of people that are buying my product live in other states as well.
Yeah.
So, or if they don't want to give up their $2,000 handgun to me, so I'll go ahead and I'll buy a $60 mold and go ahead and do that. So and you know what, the more I have, the more I can do because I don't like turning down something. So, you got a HK VP9, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. You got an FNX 45, I'll go ahead and get that. So it's literally, I don't say no, I don't turn them down. So if I could get the means of getting it, I will absolutely produce a holster for you.
That's pretty cool. And is that usually, I guess, the only thing I could see business-wise was, finding out how to buy a mold and then making it profitable. But
there's 3 websites I go after, and to be honest with you, if I buy a mold, the very first holster doesn't pay it off because I want to keep my prices far below the competition.
Yeah.
And I did pretty good amount this year. I pretty much quadrupled what I did last year.
Yeah.
In just this year alone, and I actually work a full-time job and I work this, so I do this 3 to 11 and sometimes later to 1 a.m.
Yeah.
But I'm doing about 120 hours a week of mostly pressing.
That's really good. And you actually touched on something I think is really important, is you can still have a job.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You can still do something on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of people are like, I finished my 9 to 5. They're tired. Like, I don't have time to do anything else.
Yeah, but they're working on somebody else's goals.
Yeah.
They're not working on mine.
Yeah, but you have plenty of time to, you sit in front of the TV, you do all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Where in reality...
Actually, I don't even own a TV. I bought a TV so I can put my security cameras up. It's the only time I don't watch TV. I haven't in 10 years, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And I think, I could do with that too, but I get rid of my damn computer, but I run my business on this thing.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
But,
a lot of it's off of Facebook too.
Yeah. That's really good. I like that. You put your goals in there and you work on it.
That's cool. You're not going to build my dreams.
Yeah.
I'm going to build my own dreams. I could show you the door, but you're the one that's walked through it. So I try to motivate people. I do motivational Mondays. I got out of it for a little bit because of a weird state of mind, but I got back into it and I'm just cooking, man.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty cool. So let's show them a little bit what you got. I know you bought some stuff.
Yeah, I got a few goodies here. So I'll start with this one. It's probably my favorite one here. Is an outside the waistband. It's actually carbon fiber.
Yeah.
It's for a Shield 45.
Yeah.
So I'll actually show you that. So this particular holster has speed clips on it, so you actually don't have to take your belt off to put that on. So it's an outside the waistband. You could go ahead and clip it right on. So if you have to go into the post office where you're not, you can't have those, you can just pop it off, place it in your vehicle, and then go ahead and pop it right back on.
Yeah.
So that's an outside the waistband. I also have inside the waistbands. This is a SIG 320. These are very popular now. So these are all fake guns, by the way.
Yeah.
So these right here, it's an inside the waistband right-handed. So it's designed to pretty much conceal the firearm. I actually do lifetime warranty on all these. Everything, you name it. I don't have to add any extra cost to it, but it adds 0.016 inches to the thickness of the firearm, so you're actually not going to have a big bulky item there, which is cool. And then I just have a variety of them, so I can do this 95 different ways. Wherever you place it, you can put it. So this one is actually opposite of what I normally would do.
Yeah.
This particular one is for a right hand behind the back, so you could pull it out and still have it.
Okay.
So that was pretty sweet if you want to check that one out.
Yeah.
I could do these adjustable cant, solid cant. Every single one has adjustable retention, so you can adjust it to if you want it very hard to pull out or very light to pull out.
Yeah.
I could add hoods, custom images. I actually don't have a custom image with me right now, but you name it, it can be done.
And I saw you had a couple of like the dip cans and stuff like that.
Dip cans.
The fun ones.
I've done vapes.
Yeah.
I've done a insulin pump for a firefighter because he kept breaking his very expensive pump. So I made one with a police duty rig and very strong material called Bolteron. That's what I do for police, and he hasn't broken it yet.
It's kind of funny now that we're here. I was actually going to talk to you about this later, but we'll do it now since we're talking about it. Cell phones. Have you done one for those?
I have done a cell phone. I did it on my old phone and I broke the phone.
Yeah.
Because you have to press it. So I learned that you have to do it with just by hand or very light on the press.
Yeah.
So I can do it. I just haven't done it much because I don't want to pay for somebody's phone.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's something I'm thinking of because I keep busting the
case.
Not the cases so much as like the clips.
Oh yeah.
Those go so fast. So
yeah, we can work something out.
Cool. Anyway, so Oh, totally off topic now.
It happens.
So growth of the business. So you said you're growing really well. You're doing well.
Yep. So like I said, I started with 10 molds. That was June of last year.
Yeah.
By this time right now, I actually just got more in. So I have 95 molds, 94, 95 molds. The amount of colors that I have in stock just skyrocketed. I now, you can do flashlights. I could add pretty much anything on there. RMR cut, which is an optic for your handgun. I'm actually going to start manufacturing firearms more with a new license that I'm picking up. I can have any image printed and just literally thigh rigs, holsters, you name it, it could be done. So I'm starting to get into vinyl. I'm going to start getting into shoulder rigs because I don't do those yet, but I'm going to be getting a sewing machine so I can go ahead and learn how to sew and make my own FalTac gear 100%. I want to cut out the middleman and I want everything in-house.
Yeah.
So, and that's the direction I'm going.
Cool. I like that. So, I mean, as far as direction goes, it sounds like you're looking to expand. You're getting bigger.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I'm assuming you won't be able to do it by yourself forever.
No. No, I'll have to hire some people, which is completely fine.
Yeah. So what I like about it is we both started from the same school.
Yep.
I'm growing this side of the business. You're doing your business, and I think it's so cool to see these big successful places coming out of like New Hampshire.
Yeah, exactly. Goffstown.
Yeah.
Little school. Yep.
Yeah. It's a little place, huge potential. You know, I think it's pretty impressive to see that. Sometimes we start a business, it isn't just I'm going to go be a realtor. I'm going to do something else.
You know what?
You started your business because your employer wanted something.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you now fill that niche for them.
Yep. A lot of stress, a lot of paperwork, a lot of late nights, and you know what? It's all worth it in the end.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep, absolutely.
That's impressive. I like that.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess looking forward, like, what are some things we're looking at doing? Like, because we talked about expanding, we talked about all this stuff.
Yep. Well, end goal
guns.
is, because I'm a federally firearms dealer, I actually am going to have my own brand AR-15. I'll have my name on it. I'm going to have exactly how I want it and how I have been actually rocking it. I've been working Black Lives Matter rallies with local police department. So my rifle is going to be available to pretty much the public. You come in, you got the right credentials, and deep enough pocket, you go ahead and get that exact rifle. So I will have my name on there. I'll have my own brand and line of suppressors, multi-caliber. I'm going to have, the rifles, and then I'm just going to grow and grow and grow on the holsters, because the holsters is my main thing right now. Yeah. Because that's where the biggest margin is right there. It takes me 20 minutes to make an inside the waistband. It takes me 40 minutes to make me an outside the waistband. So it's a quick turnaround, and it's fantastic. So I haven't had one bad review on it, which it helps a lot.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I've been shooting since I was 7, so I got 20 years into how I know how to carry, how I personally carry, how I train, and I incorporate that into all the holsters.
Yeah. Did you serve?
I actually did not.
You didn't?
No. I'm one of those ones that I met with a recruiter.
Yeah.
And then I randomly nailed this amazing high-paying job, and I've been in the field for 10 years.
Oh, cool.
So I wanted to do it, but then I was like, wait, if I do this, now I provide for the military. So building weapon systems for the DOD, and then starting my own business and doing
that's
pretty
really
much
cool.
the same thing.
Yeah, because I see a lot of I only know a couple people who've done like a little bit of what you do, but it's always like they make one and that's what they do. Yeah. But they're always like military guys, so it's it's nice to see it kind of in civilian side.
I provide for a lot of military too. That come home and they're still either they're on reserve or active. I make them gear. I put their patches on there. I have police officers that have their badges on the holsters themselves.
Yeah, that's cool.
I've made holsters for badges, necklaces and stuff.
Yeah.
So literally sky's the limit.
Wow, that's really impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I really like that. Yeah. Do you see any growth problems? So I mean, just talking on the logistics side, like
honestly, not really. Because I see my goal is to be in at least one store in every U.S. state.
Yeah.
Okay. And like right now, when I first started with Granite State, I've had gun stores call me, hey, let me try some of your guns. Let me try some of these holsters. Let me try this and that. I've had police departments, hey, I heard you do holsters. Can you do this for me just so I could try it out? And absolutely, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to turn it down. I like a challenge. So I want to see that growth, but doing it myself is going to be hard eventually. Yeah. So I will have to, hire some help. But so far, 13 stores, 2 law enforcement agencies, and a courthouse by myself. And still finding the time. I work 5 to 2, one job, and then I do this 3 to 1 a.m., and then I'll sleep for a couple hours and do it again.
Are you close to getting rid of the other job?
No. Honestly, I have no loans on this business. Yeah. My other job pays for it.
That's cool.
So it's that, and that's what I like. And if I can do without getting a business loan, I'd like to keep it that way.
Yeah, which
there's not much overhead.
Yeah, because
You know?
that makes,
You know, I own everything.
yeah, literally the most sense to, just keep everything going
Yep.
without loans, because that
Yep.
just helps you be more profitable.
Yep, absolutely. I don't have a quota to meet. You know, if someone comes, hey, I'd like a holster for this. My turnaround time is, if I have everything in stock, 2 days. I'll get you your holster in 2 days. Competition is like, 3 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, so there's times where I have to tell people 2 weeks because they want a custom print. Custom print takes 2 weeks to get in. You know, so and I'll do it within a couple of days of getting it. And it's I've never had a bad one. You know, so it's good.
That's pretty cool. I had a question. I completely forgot what it was. So you talked about you want to be every state in the country, essentially. Currently, I'm assuming you just ship to people?
Yeah, I'm shipping all across the United States. I have products in about 19 states right now.
Okay.
Yeah, just no stores, but I do have a lot of people between Louisiana, Florida, California, Washington State. I got Idaho, Ohio, Tennessee, Connecticut, and that's just to name a few.
Yeah.
A lot of Massachusetts. California actually is like High Point pistols. There's a few out there, but a lot of dip cans. Yeah. I got like 18 dip cans in California right now, just like on like one order,
That's pretty funny.
But it's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's odd too with, it's actually a good time to switch over, not politics, but kind of political.
Oh, that's all right.
Because guns.
Yeah.
That scares a lot of people. A lot of people. And you mentioned California, I'm like, oh, this is a great time to talk
exactly.
about it.
Yeah, California.
Because I guess I'm bringing, I think Nick Sturkey.
Sounds familiar.
He might just go with us. He's a politician here in the state. I'm bringing him on the show next week or a couple weeks. And one thing, because I try to stay away from politics, but business and politics run into each other quite a bit.
Absolutely.
Especially
with this business.
With guns.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's what I was going to ask. Like, what problems does that bring up? Because especially with mainstream media, they can get kind of crazy with the guns.
They can. Well, honestly, like, there's a lot more states than California. Like Massachusetts is another hard state, but I still have. I don't sell guns to Massachusetts. I won't sell guns to California. I sell guns locally because as a federal firearms dealer, I can only do it in this state unless I transfer it out of state. That's a whole different another story. So like if somebody wants a mass compliant handgun down in Massachusetts, I'll send them a holster for it. No problem. It's literally no sweat off my back. It doesn't change anything. And then when they signed in the constitutional carry in New Hampshire, it just helped me out perfectly because that's what I do is I help people hide their guns. So don't get caught without it, and I make it so people don't know you have it. Yeah. So, so cool. Politics, it doesn't really, it'll affect gun sales, but not holster sales. Okay. Because holster sales are accessories, and, like I have 5 holsters to one gun because it all depends on what I want to do that day, what I'm wearing, the season, so, and I know a lot of my friends, they have 4 or 5 holsters per gun, so it works out.
That's cool. Because I have a couple of suits that I need holsters for.
That's fine.
Because that waistband thing does not work. We have a suit on. It's just a pain in the ass.
Nope.
But I don't know how it would be categorized because, the whole incident in California. It was California or Nevada. And they kind of got turned on to the bump stocks.
Yeah, that was Nevada.
Which isn't kind of an accessory.
I have my own opinions about that. I don't know if you want to hear it or not, but.
But the question is. Sometimes the politicians won't attack the gun; they'll go after parts or pieces. Yep. And is that something you ever run into with holsters or anything, or is it just guns and things like that?
No, it's literally just guns. The accessories, anything that a holster does won't cause you to shoot faster. It won't cause you to, it can't cause you to harm more people with the holster. It's so what happened in Nevada. Yeah, it's tragic, and when it happens everywhere around the United States. But what I do holster-wise doesn't affect anything like that. But like I said, I have my own opinion of what happened, and
I do too. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, if I say something, I might get assassinated.
No, but it's pretty good, and I'm super pro gun. I love guns.
Me. Yep. And I see it, I want it.
Yeah. Man, that's my biggest concern. My wife is like, stop. Yep. Just stop.
Try being a dealer. Try being a dealer. You don't want to sell it. It's mine. That's mine. Personal collection. I guess I'll sell it. I'll buy another one.
It's like, you're killing me.
Yep.
Have you ever done interviews before?
Yeah. Well, so my neighbor actually shot someone. Someone tried mugging her. She's 78 years old, and a 21-year-old tried mugging her. And after that, I was like, hey, you shot someone. Here's a gun. So. Me and my roommate, we picked out a gun for you here, take it. And then it was after that I had interview after interview after interview. Plus with doing my the security that I did with Black Lives Matter, anti-Trump, and the recruitment station after Chattanooga got shot up. We stood up front until the law changed. So yeah, I got interviewed so many times. So this is just a walk in the park, to be honest with you. Last time I was interviewed, I was in 110 pounds of gear with an AR-15.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Which I think I've seen pictures of.
Yeah.
Or at least I think you put them up on your Facebook page.
Yep, on the Facebook, Instagram, all that jazz. Yeah.
I think that all happened. I think I was in Afghanistan at that time.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think so.
The recruitment station was 2 years ago. Black Lives Matter was last year.
Yeah,
Anti-Trump was obviously
so
after you got.
2 years ago, I was probably in or coming back from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, it was interesting. I'll do my part with what I can. Everyone's like, "Oh, why don't you just go inside and sign up?" It's like, "Oh, well, sorry, I provide things for you anyway."
Yeah, and it is. I don't knock people who don't serve. It's like everyone does their thing, but
if I go back and do it again, I probably would. And yeah.
And the way I look at it, like, you're successul.
Yeah.
And joining the military probably would have hindered a lot of that.
Yeah, give me a dead end, or I could have flourished. We don't know.
But even better, who knows?
Yeah.
So it's just do with what you got.
Yeah, exactly. I make it work, and I invest more than I actually produce. So if I have one thing coming in, I got, or two things coming in, I got one thing going out. So I like to, for the first few years, I'm just reinvesting.
Yeah.
I don't make a paycheck for my company. It just goes right back into product, right back into molds, so I could get these guys. I got almost $7,000 in molds, and that's, no credit cards, no loans. It's just all out of pocket within the past 8 months. So.
Which I kind of mentioned this earlier. That's really smart.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people drain money right from their company.
Oh yeah.
Where they're like, oh yeah, cool, making a paycheck, and they just start taking.
Yep. And then they go under.
Yeah.
Or
Like,
they owe.
no.
And, yeah.
And so it's smart what you're doing, and
yeah.
I think that's really cool.
Well, I like it. That's why I think I have a very good price point set for all of them. Everything is in $5 increments, and then if you go on my website, which I actually finally just built, it only took a year and a half to do it.
Yeah.
But you could have the options. You could build it exactly your way. It won't allow you to order a holster if you're missing like key info that I need, because I'll build it exactly to your specifications. Like you want your clip higher, then I will make it higher for you. So like for very skinny people, I know exactly how to build it. For larger people, I know exactly how to build it.
Yeah.
So it's an art. It's an art. So
yeah,
it's fun.
That's cool. I like that. Man, anything else good over there?
Just wallet, actually. You got a wallet right here. You can go ahead and you can put 15 credit cards in it. You got business cards in there.
That's cool too.
I got a few friends that rock those.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm only thinking about all the crazy stuff you could do. That's just like,
if I physically have an item, I can make a holster for it, or I could do something like I'm going to be doing car parts. Like a lot of people use fiberglass when they're creating custom enclosures. I'm actually going to heat a sheet of Kydex and make it out of Kydex. Like I've done bushings out of Kydex.
Mm-hmm.
I've done random things, and it works. It's just see what I could do, see what I can make a holster for.
Yeah.
I've done a guy that shot IDPA. He wanted 5 magazines on his side, so I made a rig that was about this wide that held 5 magazines staggered.
Yeah.
So it's whatever you could think of. It's just engineering it and trying to incorporate it each step of the way. Yeah, and it worked, and everything's haven't failed yet. So
yeah,
it's gonna come. It will come eventually, but
not
soon.
There's growing pains with the company.
Yeah. I never see anything as a setback. It's always a learning experience. So you never lose. You're always gonna win.
Yeah.
So it's all in the mindset, and I try to invest that and bring that to my friends. Like, you're in control of your happiness. Like, you're in control of your future. If you want to do something, what's stopping you?
Yeah.
It can't be, if it's money, well, there's ways to get it. Go out and hustle, so there's always ways to do things. So I had nothing to my name. I was scared. I was like, I have no idea how to run a business. I literally just signed up one day and I'm like, all right, let's go. And then it just went with it, so just one day at a time, one foot after another. And that's how I've been doing it for a year and a half. And it seems to be working.
It is like I said, it's impressive. I like that a lot. Because my biggest thing is whenever people come to ask for advice, I'm like, step number 1, screw the LLC, screw all of the craziness. Like, can you sell it?
Yeah.
If you can sell it, figure everything else afterwards.
Exactly.
Start selling.
Yeah.
Make it work.
So I did the LLC this past year. So it was February 6, 2017. I registered the LLC.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, it was just like some random thing just to get a tax ID, But
yeah.
But now it's growing and growing, and I actually might be having good plans this year as in opening a second shop. So definitely have to
Nice.
hire someone. So we'll see how that goes. Don't want to
That's
jinx
impressive.
that yet.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Don't want to jinx it yet.
Yeah,
So.
I got you.
But big plans are up here. You know, I have ideas and designs that I know are not in production right now, and I would search the internet up and down, and I can't find anything remotely close to what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
So I want to prototype it and get it out there, and strictly for law enforcement. And I'm obviously not going to say anything because I want someone else grabbing it, but I got some
Still your
ideas.
ideas.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Now what is it called? The Kydex?
Kydex.
Kydex.
Yep.
How does that come in? Is it like
It
a
comes
sheet,
in,
or-
yeah, I ordered it in a 2 foot by 4 foot sheet.
Mhm.
And to make this holster right here, I cut it down to an 8-inch by 8-inch square. So a sheet cost me about $30, and I can make 16 holsters out of it, 16 or 18 holsters out of it, depending on the size of the gun.
Yeah.
And so the turnaround on it is pretty good, you know. So a $30 sheet I could turn into like $730 profit. So it's not too bad. And then, you know, obviously my first holster took me like an hour to make. Now this holster takes me 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously, and not to mention that I'm not in my bedroom anymore, so I don't have to set up and break down. I literally have a 16-foot bench that I just station after station after station.
Yeah.
And then I just fly through it. So longest part right now is like shipping it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what takes the longest.
Yeah, definitely. That's pretty good. Man, yeah, that's a lot of potential.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, like with each new firearm coming out, I mean, there's thousands of molds out there.
Mhm.
I don't even have 100 yet. I would like one of each. That is my goal, to get one of each and just to be the biggest in New Hampshire and possibly get just bigger and bigger and bigger and see what I can do. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to go too fast. I don't want to go too far, but, you know, I'm growing at a good rate right now, and it's all manageable for myself. And, you know, like I do my own books. You know, like my shop closes at 11 p.m. I'll be up to midnight doing books or cleaning or doing whatever, or some days I'll just pass out. You know, generally the end of the week around this time, I start getting a little weary because I'm around the 110-hour mark in the books. So, but caught me on a good day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you came in.
Yeah.
I kind of reached out randomly, and I'm like, let's do it. And
Yeah, that's
like,
fine.
Fine.
I'm like, I know that name too.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. So, yeah, we're hitting about the point where I usually start wrapping up. How do people get a hold of you?
They could call me on my cell phone. They could call me through Facebook, because that's on there as well. Messenger, Instagram, Snapchat, or my personal Facebook. And everything, literally all my contact information is on my business card. You could go on FalTac Unlimited on Facebook, and then FalTac Unlimited LLC.com. You could go ahead and send a message or order straight from there.
Okay, awesome. So again, thank you for having.
Thank you. I
having me on the
appreciate
show.
it.
Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
It's been pretty awesome.
Well, we're gonna do it again.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
As you start growing, we'll do it again, and we'll check it out over the years.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, thanks.
Well, no problem. Thank you.